Sometimes in life, we make really big decisions, right? Life-changing decisions. And sometimes I think they come easy. It happens in a blink. And other times, not so easy. We mull things over, we analyze and labor over the decision. So whenever I hear about someone making a really big change in life, I wonder how they arrived at that decision. Well, Cindy Sherwin from CTV recently announced she's going to be moving on after 26 years with the station. I think it's fair to say she's become a household name. She's definitely way too young to retire. So let's find out what led to this decision, what's next. And then I'm going to ask you if maybe in your life you've ever made a big life-changing decision. First, though, Cindy Sherwin joins us now. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey, Cindy.
Good. 26 years, and this Friday's...
I have a question before you even get into this. So 26 years, how were you 5 years old when you started, Cindy?
Oh, that's... You guys.
No, seriously.
Such good friends.
Wow.
No, I'm 57. I'm going to be 58 in December.
What?
Yes.
You look amazing.
You look incredible.
Thank you. No, I started at your shop. I started at Mix 96 and CJD when I was 26, was there for 4 years, went to the Weather Network, and then went to CTV. So it's been like 31 years kind of in media and 26 at CTV.
CTV.
Yeah,
I mean, you really do. I mean, we know you, so that's, but I mean, beyond that, before I knew you, Cindy, you already felt like family, right? Because you're in our homes all the time. You've just become a part of our daily routine for all these years. This Friday's your last day. How are you feeling about it all?
I think what you talked about earlier is really where I'm at, that it is, for me anyway, was a very big decision. Took me the better part of a year to make. And so I think when anybody makes a decision like that in life, you feel everything all at once. There is fear because I am taking a risk, basically to try and to check more boxes in my life, to feel a little more fulfilled, to try something new, to learn. And we can talk about that later. So there is fear, and there is also sadness because you guys know the people in this newsroom. We're a tight bunch. People come and go, but essentially as a team, we always pull together, and it's a funny, smart, hardworking group.
Yeah.
A lot of dark humor, like I'm sure there is in your newsroom. When I was hired here, I quickly became engaged, got married, had 2 babies. My father got sick later in life and died. And all that happened, with this gang, with this group. We throw baby showers for each other, bridal showers were there in good times and bad times. And so for me, that's what the decision was about. It was, leaving a job is one thing, and, it's another topic, but also for me, leaving a place where I do feel such a great sense of belonging is what was the big challenge.
So it's a lot all at once.
You feel, the thing is, at the end of the day, all those feelings never eclipsed the feeling at the end of all my analysis that this was the right thing for me. But it's a very personal thing. The jobs here are all great. They're all important. They all matter. We all depend on each other. So it's about what was right for me at this stage in my life, simply.
So to what you're sort of hinting at with respect to what's next, because this is not about retiring the way you're making it sound. This is about spending some time doing other stuff you'd never had a chance to do. Can you give us a hint as to what that might be? You're going to go paint for a living? Or
I would love to give you a hint. In a weird way, I think the decision to leave, the decision I just described, was so challenging because, I have a family, I have kids, I feel a sense of responsibility, I help support my family. There are practical concerns. I had to really, thank goodness, they're incredibly supportive, and I couldn't do it without them. But that sort of eclipsed the second part. Just leaving took sort of everything. And I think people out there can relate to that. If you're struggling in your job, you're not sure, and you want to make a change, just making that decision can be hard enough. I think for me, people have, the reaction has been super interesting. I've heard wow more than anything else.
I bet, yeah.
The beginning of every sentence is wow. And I almost thought, am I crazy? What am I doing? Why are people so shocked? And maybe that's because I'm taking it as a compliment because I am still so energetic and so engaged in what I do. Up until Friday at 6:15, I'll be engaged and working. So I take that as a compliment. But the good thing for me is I have a lot of ideas. I feel like there's a lot of things brewing and simmering. Even if it's in going back to school, Aaron, can you believe it? But even if it's retraining or, I'm very close to the health sector, and my parents were doctors, and so that world is not foreign to me. I do want to be able to help people, but I'm also not ruling out continuing in journalism. Some people have assumed I'm walking away from that completely. The industry is very difficult right now and challenging, but I'm not ruling anything out. I've learned so many incredible skills here, especially over the last 4 years, that who knows? I'm really very, very open to anything.
So just
that sounds
open
exciting.
Skies, that's what it is,
yeah.
right?
And it sounds...
Open skies, I'm saying it's whatever's out there. They say, the world is your oyster.
I hope so. I mean, we all hope that we have skills that we can take with us. I've learned a lot more about myself. I think if I would advise anybody, I think that's what I really did over the last year. I spent time thinking about what exactly it is in my job that really is very satisfying for me. Because we evolve and we grow, and it's been the most unbelievable job. I started to look back and realize that I did it. I did it for, the better part of 26 years. I was out there, and I feel a sense of accomplishment. And now I kind of go, hey, you know what? Be fun to try something different.
And they're done that.
I love that it seems like you're feeling in your gut. Like it was just like, no, I'm ready for something new. I've lived this, I've loved it, and now it's on to the next thing. When you look back, I'm about to ask you an impossible question, Cindy, so apologies in advance.
Can I ask one before you ask yours? Did you win the lottery, or were you a recent lottery winner?
You're not telling us?
No.
Okay.
I'm not independently wealthy. There's no lottery. I did plan, though. I did think about it. My husband and I have talked about it, and we talked about, I do want to go back to work, so that's the key thing. It's a bridge. I'm going to take a bit of time and regroup and figure things out and explore. But of course, I do want to keep working for many years to come, and that's the intention. But I needed to take some time to kind of find some other kind of happiness.
Good for you.
Wonderful. Well, we're very happy for you. We will miss you. Like I said, you've become part of our family, and you've been in our homes for all those years. We're excited for what comes next for you, Cindy.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Yeah, most unexpected and really kind of you to have me on.
Don't be a stranger. When you decide what you're doing next, let us know.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
take
guys.
good care.